Miracle signs and wonders in this place. Miracle signs and wonders in this place. Lord, we thank you for miracle signs and wonders in this place. Somebody out there, you may have given up, but I come to encourage you, to let you know that Jesus loves you. No matter what you've been through, no matter what you're going through right now. Jesus wants to give you a miracle. Just you believe.
Apostle for the Ministries.
Praise the Lord, everybody. Praise the Lord, everybody. To God who is the head of my life on today. Thank God for Jesus Christ on today. Waking us up on this morning. Allowing us to be here one more time. There must be a reason why he woke us up one more time. If he woke us up, it's a reason, it's a purpose that we are still here. That means something ain't finished. Amen. We have a purpose in our life, and God has a purpose for our life. Not just to come to church, but to tell somebody about Jesus Christ. Jesus is soon to come. Amen. We got to make sure everybody is ready and lining up with the Word of God. We're going to go back to what we left off on last week. We're going to try to finish this Exodus. Chapter 20. And we're going to pick back up at the 14th verse. But we ended at the 13th verse. We was talking about thou shalt not what? Kill. Amen. We know that in this content, we know that it meant we shall not actually commit what? Murder. Amen. But we also took you to different other meanings dealing with the word kill. Amen. You can actually kill somebody with your mouth. Amen. You can hurt them by the words that come out of your mouth that is wrong. That we even have to be careful with our mouth. We also found out that it's a good killing. We can kill out this flesh. Amen. Amen. It's all types of killing. Amen. But God was in this term was talking about thou shalt not kill nobody, no person. Amen. Don't commit murder. But we start off telling you about the real meaning why Jesus Christ came and was born. Amen. We understand that John prepared the way for Jesus Christ. Amen. He came to warn the children of Israel again. But Jesus came to give life life to everybody, every living creature. Talking about human form. Dogs and cats and all them can't live like this. What you mean? They don't have a soul.
Amen.
But we have a soul.
That's right.
A soul that belongs to who?
God.
God. So God came back to remind us He didn't just give this for the children of Israel. You'll see as we get on in the word on today. But we still being bought with a price, been bought by Christ. Christ paid the price for us. He gave his life for us on the cross. Man didn't take his life, but he laid down his life freely.
Amen.
He told us in scripture, he said, I laid my life down. He also said, what kind of brother will lay his life down for his brother? Jesus laid his life down for us, each and every individual. We all got to go to him for forgiveness ourselves. Nobody can go to Jesus for us, but we have to go for ourselves. So and God bring us back to what he reminded the children of Israel through Moses. But now we at verse 14 of Exodus the 20th chapter. And it states that thou shalt not what?
Commit adultery.
Thou shalt not what?
Commit adultery.
Adultery. Let me just remember. Adultery. Sexual intercourse between a married person and a person who is not his or her spouse. That's what this means right here. But adultery can also mean that you don't have to have sex. To Christ, you can go over to the devil territory. You can't cheat on God with the devil. The word God asks us, who are we going to serve? Him or man? Is you going to serve the devil? Or is you going to obey the commandment that God gave to the children of Israel and you going to obey Jesus Christ? I'm going to obey Jesus Christ, who is the head of my life. Some people say Jesus is the head of their life, God is the head of their life, but they don't mean it. They're saying it just to be said. But if God and Jesus is truly the head of your life, we will obey him. We will obey his word. But he said, thou shalt not what? Commit adultery. Yes, we know in this term that it means physical sexual. But you have to look at it more than one way. But again, in verse 15 said, tell us that thou shalt not what?
Steal.
Thou shalt not what?
Steal.
Steal. Steal meaning to what? Take another person what? Property. Without what? Permission. For example, I go to a bank or go anywhere, and I'm using bank for example, because we all probably done did. And they have pens that you might read, right? And they put the pen in there for us to use each and this pen. So that means we're supposed to put the pen what? Back. But we take so with the pen, right? Sometimes we say, oh, this is a nice pen. I'm going to take out with it. So you went out of school because you knew what was wrong. But if you just take out and drive and forget to put it back in there, that's a different thing. But the right thing to do is take it back.
Amen.
For example, you kept your money at the bank, right?
Amen.
And when you kept your money, you said, oh, I got an extra $20, but you said, well, let me double check. And you kept your money. Oh, that must be a blessing from the Lord. Oh, that ain't. You know, that one overgave you some money. You need to get them back their money.
That's right. Amen.
But let them don't give us all our money. We going crazy.
Amen.
But that thing works what? Both ways.
Amen.
But it don't work both ways. Because he said in the word, thou shalt not what? Steal. Without permission.
That's right.
Or legal rights. And without intending to return it. So in other words, I know I done took people pen by mistake, but now I said, well, I ain't gonna return it. They'll be all right. They got plenty. They might have plenty, but the right thing is to do is what? Return it.
Amen. Amen.
I have the chance to what? Return it.
Amen. That's right.
Verse 16. Thou shalt not what?
Bear false witness against thy neighbor.
Let's see what the word false means. False. Not according with truth or facts. Incorrect. So in other words, that if we say, well, you know, JoJo, my neighbor, took your dog. I know he had it. But JoJo didn't have the dog. But I've been told this person, my next door neighbor, that this person took their dog. This what? This false what?
Witness.
False witness. I just wanted to start something because I could. But is that right in the eyesight of God? No. So in other words, I lied on my neighbor. The word false meaning not true.
Amen.
If something not true, it's a lie.
Amen. Amen.
For example, you have true and false questions. And you know the right answer, but at the same time, they sometimes put tricky questions.
Amen.
And so you be like, I know that word is in there. I remember that word being in that sentence. But this is a test. I want to make sure I pass. I'm using it for example. But at the same time, you realize a part of that sentence. But at the same time, all of it might not be what? True.
That's right.
So it's what? False. It's still false. That means that you have to pay attention to questions because sometimes they be false. But at the same time, the word of God tells us what? Thou shalt not bear what?
False witness against thy neighbor.
Well, John came to me and told me that you got this. And I said, okay. John came and told me that this person took my stuff, right? I goes to the person, but the person don't have my stuff. So what did John do? Told lie. He bared against his neighbor. First 17. Thou shalt not what?
Covet thy neighbor's house.
Hold right there. Thou shalt not what?
Covet thy neighbor's house.
Cover. Underline. Cover. To desire wrongfully or without due regard for the rights of others. To cover another what property. To wish for a special eagerly like you want it. He won, I'm going to use this for example because a lot of people do this. I can use this for example because he won the prize they all covered. Meaning they all wanted this prize.
Amen.
For example, this will get everybody's attention. Everybody goes now and want to win $1 million. It done been put on TV. If you get down here now, sign, get your ticket, you're going to get $1 million. You notice they said, everybody get down here now, you're going to get $1 million and get your ticket. But nobody caught it. If everybody get down here, you will get your $1 million, which is false. So why is you got to get a ticket to get your $1 million? So what they doing, you get down there paying $20 and $30 and $40, $10, $5 for the ticket. Don't you know that money adds up, right?
Yeah.
So we got to build up the pot for somebody to win $1 million. Everybody's not going to win. But if everybody get $1 million, they all what? Messed up. I'm using this for example. Because some people go crazy over money. But what did God tell them? The lover of money is what? The root of all evil. So even a scripture for that. But we're going back to the prophet. Oh, Lord, you bless me with that house they got over there. That's a bad house. Matter of fact, Lord, you give them that car they got too. Thou shalt not what?
Covet thy neighbor's house.
Designed to have what they have.
Amen.
I done it in the past. Just about everybody done it.
Amen.
Well, I want that car, but you don't know how much that car costs, do you? I did a research on a while back on some different types of sport cars. And I never would have thought these sport cars cost over millions of dollars. But when I was a kid, I decided to have one. Well, I got looking at this magazine with all these prizes of these sport cars. I said, oh no, I don't want that. It changed quick. So if it's over $1 million, $1 million, or close to $1 million, that means your payment is going to be expensive, right?
Yeah.
So in other words, now I got this little job, little restaurant job. I'm using myself for example, but now I got this big car payment. But I know I didn't have a lot of money. But I'm thinking, okay, well, me and my wife, we won. I'm using me and my wife for example. But we got what's mine's hers and mine, right?
Amen.
But at the same time, we decided to do something personal sometime, right? But in this case, what I'm trying to say is, now I done really got this sport car. We did not sit down and talk and look at the budget. But I really got this sports car that's close to $1 million. But now I'm worried how I'm going to pay the bill. Lord, you said you'll be there for me. didn't say he was going to be there. We make a mistake like that. We knew we didn't have the money. Even when me and her together, might not have the money. Go why? Because you got other bills that got to be maintained.
That's right.
Your light bill is a priority. Your water bill is a priority. Let them get cut off. Let them get cut off. You got this car that you could have just went and got you something to do until you was able to get something done.
That's right.
Be wise. I want this because I can get it. And not even that, if you got the money to get it, oh, I can get it, I got it, I can afford it. But later on down the road, what happened? You get fired from your job. Now you're in trouble because you desire something that wasn't yours.
That's right. That's right.
Somebody else had it. Trying to fit in with the crowd, as they say. That'll mess you up. Trying to fit in.
Yes, it will.
But I better fit in Jesus Christ.
Amen.
And obey his word.
That's right.
But thou shalt not what?
Covet.
Thy neighbor what?
Right.
No, y'all going too fast. House. I'm sticking this out here. House. Now it goes on, thou shalt not what? Cover thy neighbor what?
Wife.
You got your own wife at home, or you ain't got nobody, and you design somebody else what? Right. Vice versa. Husband. Nor his what?
Manservant.
Nor his what?
Manservant.
Nor his what?
Ox.
Nor his what?
Ass.
His donkey. Nor his what?
Nor anything that is thy neighbor's.
So it sums it all up. So now, well, he named all these, but he also what? He summed it up. That's it. Nor anything that is thy what? Neighbor. So now you're without excuse.
That's right.
But he didn't say car. But it's van. And the reason I broke it down with the ass part, it's a donkey.
That's right.
So I'm bringing it down more plainly. Some people say, well, that's it, that word. But God didn't leave no man no what? Excuse.
Amen.
And it goes on to say, with us. I skip.
18 verse
19. And they said, no, 18. And all the people saw the what?
Thunderings.
All the people saw what?
The thunderings.
And the what?
Lightnings.
And the noise of the trumpet and the mountain what?
Smoking.
And then the people saw that they removed. The people did what? The people of Israel did what? They removed. And stood for what? Off. What did they do after they did this? And they said unto Moses, what? Speak thou with me. With us. But they're individual. If you talk to an individual, they all spoke out, but they all were speaking individual, but they all spoke as one with what? Us. They didn't want nobody else to speak to them then. So why would they say, Moses, you speak that with us? And we will hear. They said, we will hear you if you speak to us. But let not God speak with us. They got scared of God then. They didn't want to hear God. Because they knew if they hear God, then they know they want to do.
That's right.
But they rather for Moses speak, because they can say, well, Moses, you lying. But if God speak, come from God, now, they don't want no dealing with God. But let not God speak with us, lest we die. See? They do. They know if God speak directly with them, what will happen if they disobey? Because sometimes in the commandment God told them, they should what? Surely what? Die. Said, you don't want no deal with God. Lest we will die. Verse 20. And Moses said unto the people, fear not. Moses said, fear not. For God is come to what? Prove you. And that his fear may be before your what? Face. He showed up for them to fear him. But in these days and times, nobody want to fear God. That's why if they fear God, they will be doing what they're doing. But we supposed to fear God. Why? Because we know he's soon to return. He's soon to return. Jesus is coming back.
Yes, he is.
But people saying, no, he ain't. People been saying it for years. But our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ is soon to return.
Amen.
He's not going to tell you when he's going to return, because you'll be trying to get your stuff back.
That's right.
Naturally. But he wants us to get back and ready spiritually. Not your natural suitcase. People saying, if this world ends, let's see if we can live on the next planet. Let's see if life can live on this planet. But what you need to do, make sure you get ready to live with Jesus.
Amen. Amen.
Because if you don't make it in with Jesus, you're going to hell.
Amen.
And if you're going to hell, you're going to burn for eternity. The word of God tells us hell is hot.
Yes, it is.
You will burn. Now people saying, what we get down there is cold. The word of God not told us lies. God's word is not going to lie.
No, it's not.
You fooled by the devil. Glory to Jesus. But God wanted them to fear. Said, in that his face, that they face, 20 verse, and Moses said unto the people, fear not, for God is come to prove you, and that his face,
His fear.
his fear may be before your faces, that ye sin what?
Not.
That you what?
Sin not.
Sometimes God show up directly to get your attention. That you will fear him. Sometimes when things happen, you be like, Lord, why you let that happen to that person? But God do what he wants to get the attention of the people.
Amen.
But it take from one might not take for the other.
That's right.
It might have been easy for God to get to this one, but it's going to take something hard that they really desire for God to get to them.
Amen.
But for the children of Israel, all it took was thunder and lightning and noises, the trumpet sound, the mountain smoking. And what did the people do? They removed themselves. They removed themselves live in what? Fear of who? God. How do I know that they fear God? Because they told Moses, you speak to us. Don't let God speak to us. We should surely what? Die. Over Jesus. Verse 21 says, and the people still ate for what? All. And Moses drew near unto the what?
City of darkness.
Where God was. He went to the darkness where God was. Lord Jesus. How many know when they get the thunder and lightning, bad storm come, what do? It get dark, don't it? A lot of people don't move, do it? Some people stop moving, but some people keep on moving. Because why? There's no fear of God no more. People of God, it's time to fear him much more. Why? Because his word is true. He coming back. Whether or not, he coming. People's mind have got off God. And the purpose of Jesus Christ coming. People's mind have got off of the word of God. Verse 22. And the Lord said unto Moses, thus thou shalt say unto the children of Israel, ye have seen that I have talked with you from what? Heaven. So he told Moses what to tell the children of Israel. To let them know now, you see that I have talked with you from where? Heaven. Verse 23 says, with me gods are civil, nor shall ye what? Neither shall ye make unto you gods of what? Gold. People are still doing this in these days and time. And it goes on. And altar of earth, thou shalt make unto me, and shall sacrifice thereon their burnt offering, and their peace offering, their sheep and their ox, in all places where I what?
Record my name.
I will come unto thee, and I will bless thee. Amen. They did this back then, because God what designed for them to do it. But after Jesus came, the well what? Real. God became the what? The ultimate what? Sacrifice. Meaning no more sacrifice after Jesus Christ.
Amen. That's right.
Jesus Christ was the ultimate sacrifice for every human being. Amen. Not only for every human being, the sacrifice was that we can go to him and ask him for forgiveness of what? Sin. He conquered what? Death. He buried what? Sin. For what? Each individual, the whole wide world. And if thou wilt make me in what?
Altars of stone.
Thou shalt not build it of what?
Hewn stone.
For if thou lift up thy tools upon it, it say, if you lift up your tools upon what?
Yes.
Upon this stone, thou hast polluted it. if you touch this stone with the tool to do anything out of it, he said, you will what? Pollute it. Neither shall thou go up by steps unto my altar. Neither shall they what?
Go up by steps unto my altar.
Thou shalt not do what?
Go up by steps unto my altar.
That thou what?
Nakedness
Be not what?
discover their own.
We're going to stop right there. And we're going to go to 1 Corinthians. 1 Corinthians chapter 10. I want to show you that this wasn't just what God was talking to the children of Israel about. It was just for them. I'm going to show you it wasn't just for them. Let's go to 1 Corinthians chapter 10 verse 1. I'm going to show you. Israel's history was an example unto us. I'm going to show you in scripture. 1 Corinthians chapter 10 verse 1 through 13 is going to tell us. Say it, verse 1. Moreover,
Brethren,
I would not that ye shall be what? Ignorant. Don't be stupid. Don't be crazy. Don't act like you don't know what I'm talking about. He said, I would not have you to be what? Paul said, I would not have you to be what?
ignorant.
How that all our fathers were under the what?
Cloud.
So what Paul saying, somehow, some way, my father might have been under the cloud. Your father might have been under the cloud during this time with the children of Israel. Talking about the children of Israel under the cloud. Remember, they feared God. They didn't want God to speak to them. But they wanted who? Moses. How that all our fathers was under the cloud and all passed through the what? Sea. And were all baptized. So it's talking about the children of Israel. The children of Israel what? They passed through the what? Sea. And were all baptized unto who?
Moses in the
They
cloud.
all baptized to who?
Moses
In the what?
cloud.
And in the what?
Sea.
And did all eat the same spiritual what?
Meat.
So let us know that it's talking about the children of Israel. Moses, God placed it over the children of Israel at this time. And did all eat the same what? Spiritually meat. And did all drink the same what?
Spiritual drink.
For they drunk of the what?
Spiritual rock.
That.
Followed thee.
And that rock was who?
Christ.
Anybody catch this? There you go again. Anybody catch it?
Amen.
I was reading this yesterday. I was meditating on this yesterday, and I caught this. So what Paul telling us that the same thing that we've been hearing from time to time, even Jesus spoke, he said, before Abraham, I am. am. So in other words, he was already there in the beginning with the Father, right? And then God also said, let us. He didn't say me. He said, let us. So who is the other person? Jesus. So everybody is agreeing to the same thing. Even Paul, at the time he was Saul, persecuting the saints during Jesus' time. But now time, Saul at that time did not know nothing about this saying. But now he been converted to Paul, so now he Paul, right? Okay. So now Paul goes on and he states that what? Verse 4, and did all drink the same spiritual drink, for they drunk of the spiritual rock that followed them, and that rock was who?
Christ.
But we're talking about the children of Israel, so Christ, what he doing back then?
Come on.
So I don't understand why people say, well, I don't believe them people that always talking about Jesus and Christ is separated. But Moses talked about God, right? Uh-huh. Then it goes on, here, reading the New Testament, and it's talking about Jesus Christ is the rock, or the children of Israel. Well, it didn't say Israel. Okay, tell me who Moses was talking to then. Where we just come from?
Exodus.
And it said the children of Israel. Uh-huh. So that's been people, when you study the word, you got to not just read and get it for your flesh, but read and understand the word for your spiritual life.
Amen.
Quit grabbing something just to please your flesh.
That's it. That's it.
But get something to please that spirit of God. So let us know that Christ was already what? There in the beginning. Verse 5, but with many of them, God was not what?
Well pleased.
It didn't say all of them.
Uh-huh.
It said, but
many
of them, he was not what? Well pleased. They must have did something that God didn't like, right? They disobeyed something that he had what? Said before them.
That's right, that's right.
Through Moses. Glory to Jesus. But with many of them, God was not what? Well pleased. For they were overthrown in the wilderness. They was over what?
They were overthrown in the wilderness.
And it goes on verse 6. None of these things were our example. Paul said, none of these things were our example. Were and still is. In these days and time. To the intense, we should not lust after what?
Evil things.
We should not lust after what?
Evil things.
We should not desire things of this flesh.
That's right. That's right.
Something that don't mean you no good. Something that gonna get you in trouble with the Lord. For example, they tell you, get your kid these shoes, but the company that owns these shoes is the devil. The Lord said, pray over it. But you knew these shoes was satanic, right? So why are you going to get these shoes? Why are you going to desire something that your neighbor have and you know it's evil?
That's right. That's right.
You remember the scripture? Thou shalt not what? Cover thy neighbor house. Design something. You know these folks satanic, devil worship, and you desire what they have. Something that done been made satanic. Oh, I want them. Oh, I like them, what they got. And then the word say, the word on the shoe, the shoe might be named St. Bonnet. And you say, oh, I like them. It's just a name come out of the blue, St. Bonnet. And then you done bought the shoe, $99. Could put that money somewhere in the Lord. Now, you saying, later on you find out. You get to reading the history on the shoe. I wonder why I had all these spirits in the house, my kids acting crazy. You got the devil on you. Oh, now understand. St. Bonnet means satanic. I'm just making up a word. But satanic is the actual word. But St. Bonnet I just made up. I'm just using that for the name of the shoe. You see what I'm saying? But it might be a name that unaware. But if you see the word and you get the shoes, now you need to go find out who behind the shoes. Amen. Like different washing powders. It's satanic. But you go and buy it. You buy it and you don't realize because you don't read. Just picking it up, you're right. Different things. But that reason why the Bible says pray over, because at that time you might not know it.
That's right.
But when you come in the knowledge, the Lord say, hey, Lord, just come out of nowhere and just say, hey, you need to read this. This might be your problem. You see what I'm saying?
Amen.
And when God shows you something, you got to be what? Obedient. Well, Lord, that clean my clothes real good. Have my clothes smelling good. You see what I'm saying? So now you don't want to give up something that God trying to warn you about, right? They're just like the children of Israel. They didn't want no dealing with God directly. Moses, you speak to this. Because they knew if God spoke directly, they ain't getting by with nothing.
That's right. That's right.
But God, Moses told us that. But he didn't say it like you saying it, Lord. See, people turn their back on him. They'll flip the script. Glory to Jesus.
Glory.
But it goes on and say, verse 7, neither be ye what?
Idolaters, as were some of them, as it is written, the people sat down to eat and drink, and rose up to play.
Neither let us what?
Commit fornication.
Commit what?
Fornication.
As some of them committed.
And fell in one day 23,000.
3 and how many fell?
20,000.
That's a lot, ain't it? Fell during this time, right? Because of what? They committed what? Fornication. On
God.
you see what I'm saying? Because they wanted to do what? Sin. This flesh wanted to please what? Sin. It went against God's what? Word. Their flesh wanted to be disobedient to the word of God.
Amen.
As they went to Adam in the garden. Adam disobeyed who? God. He gave the commandment to Adam first, not to woman. But Adam did what? Disobeyed. He could have told Eve no. God told us no now. But he went on with him and ate them. That's how we get in trouble with what? God, the design things that don't mean there's no good. Glory Jesus. Neither be ye what? Idolaters, as were some of them, as it is written. The people sat down to eat and drink and rose up to what? Play. Neither let us commit what?
Fornication. As
Paul said, don't let us commit what?
Fornication.
I'm saying on today, don't let us what?
Commit fornication.
As some of them committed and fell in one day. In other words, if you go out there and do wrong, you can fall.
Amen.
But he said to them, he's saying in these days and times, we have to be careful being saints of God. That we don't be tricked by the devil.
Amen. Yes, sir.
Amen.
The devil is sneaking and conniving. He comes to what Jesus said in the word. He comes to what? Steal, kill, and destroy. Or Jesus said, I just came to give life, but you don't really want it.
Come on.
You want to choose somebody that can't give and take life. But I can give and take life. Glory to Jesus. You ever notice when people go acting crazy at a funeral? Lord, why you take my baby? They never said the devil do it. Even though they said, I would say, Lord, why you took my baby? Now time they say the devil. People know who can give and take life. They not crazy. You see how the devil flipped the script back onto God? The ones that he got working for him, but now they want to put that part back on God. But only if they have listened, just like the children of Israel back then. All of them did not listen then. This is what the word is saying.
Amen. That's it.
So some of them what? Died. Why do you think they said let's be what? Die. Glory to Jesus.
Amen. 9th verse.
Neither let us what?
Tempt Christ. As some.
Neither let us what?
Tempt Christ.
Tempt what?
Christ.
Tempt means to do what? So doing something you ain't got no business. You know, person, like for example, let's use your mama and daddy for example. Your daddy told you don't do it. Your mama told you don't do it. What's gonna happen if you do it? They already told you you're gonna get a whooping, but you still want to what? Try.
That's right.
Tempt means to what? Try.
That's it.
Well, Jesus, we know he spoke to Moses, but I'm gonna try and see if Moses will tell me the truth. They tried. They have to try. Some of them have to try harder to die.
That's it.
To be overthrown, right? Try God you want to and see what happens. After you done heard the word.
That's it.
Try. When we hear the word of God tells us we without what? Excuse. God comes to put fear in us. Try it and see what happens. That goes for me too. He said, well, I sent you one, I sent you all. Well, I'm a pastor, give me some more gear, help me out, I'm trying to think. Teacher? I'm all these big names, these big gifts. But now, God ain't gonna touch me. I'm a bishop. I carry the word. It don't go for me. He said, what I say to one, I say to all. So he wasn't only just speaking this to the children of Israel, but he was speaking to who? Moses. But at this time, he was just using Moses to deliver the message. He can use anybody to deliver the message, but don't mean he ain't talking to that person too.
That's right. That's right.
That's why he say, when I say to one, I say to what? All. Preachers, even the preachers, the pastors are without what? Excuse. A lot of them thinking they got excuse now. But God said, not so.
Amen.
Neither let us tempt Christ. As some of them also tempted. What? There I go again. Neither let us tempt who?
Christ.
As some of them also tempted. Hold up. So they tempted Christ, didn't they?
Yes, they did.
Just what it said. And were destroyed of what? Serpents. Well, verse 10. Neither what?
Murder.
Ye as some of them also what?
Murder.
And were what?
Destroyed of the destroyer.
They talked about these things. They complain.
Come on.
Moses we don't want no dealing with God, Moses. Come on now. We want you to talk to us, Moses. Hey. Moses said, God said. But they was what? Destroyed. Because of what? Disobedience. Word of God tells disobedient, all disobedience what? A sin. Now all these things what?
Happen unto them for examples.
All these things happen unto the children of Israel for what?
An example.
This was an example, Paul said. I said the same thing. Why is all this recorded for us to read? If it wasn't no example to warn us, to make us fear God. To make us fear God.
Amen.
People don't fear God no more.
That's it. That's it.
So they were set in their own ways.
Their own ways.
Even though they're in the church. And they are written for our what?
Admonition.
Upon whom the ends of the world are come. See? God knows if he don't put no fear in us, won't none be saved. He said, he gonna come back. He said he gonna come back in at his time, but for the elect's sake. In other words, who is the elect saved? Those that are saved. Because if he don't come back, won't none be saved.
That's it. That's it.
Everyone on this planet will be what? Lost. But he's coming back. When we least what? Expect him to come.
That's it.
Therefore, let him that thinketh he standeth take heed lest he fall. What Paul just say? What Paul just say?
Wherefore let him that thinketh he standeth take heed lest he fall.
So, take heed to God's word. If we don't take heed, we will what? Fall. That includes myself. If I decide to go out there and do something crazy on today against God's word and try God and tempt God, what's going to happen? Just like the children of Israel. Paul stated again. With what? if I don't take heed to God's word today, his word in the past, I will what? You will what? There, verse 13, there has no
temptation
taken you,
but such as is common to man.
but God is what?
Faithful, who will not suffer you to be tempted.
He will not suffer. God won't suffer us to what?
To be tempted above.
God won't let us be what?
Tempted above.
Oh. God, you tempted me. Some Christians say this crazy stuff. God done tempt me. He tried to try me. God tried me. He done tempted me. Try me to tempt me to what? Try. God done tempted me. He tried me to see him. You know what? He tried me to see him from past the test. No, he didn't try you. He didn't tempt you. What did God's word just say? What Paul just say?
There have no temptation taken you, but such as is common to man. But God is faithful, who will not suffer you to be tempted above that ye are able.
You see this? But what will also make a way to what?
But will with the temptation also make a way to escape. That
if you be tempted by the devil, he gonna make a way for you to what? Escape. God gonna make a way for you to get out of the devil. Right? He will. He made a way for Jesus, then God made a way for Jesus, then. What did Jesus tell the devil after he came off in 40 days and 40 nights? What did he say? Get behind me, Satan. He knew that Jesus was weak in the flesh. Not in the spirit, but in the flesh. Jesus even was an example for this. That this flesh get weak. Yes. But he is what? Strong. If we lean and depend on Jesus Christ through his word, we are what? Strong in him. To what? Pass any test that the devil tried to bring to tempt us. Amen. Now we know that Jesus do not tempt us. God do not tempt us.
Amen.
So put that out the church.
That's it. That's right.
Amen.
It's in scripture. Jesus do not tempt.
No.
Yeah, I'm going to say God. God do not tempt.
No, he don't.
Remember they won.
That's it.
But will with the temptation also make a way to escape, that ye may be able to bear it.
That we may be able to what?
Bear it.
Not only he will make a way for us to escape, but a way to bear it. Escape means to be what? Free. From what? Something. To be free from who? The devil. So next we're going to go to, and we're going to be talking about no fellowshipping with the devil. But with who? God. Well, I didn't know we could fellowship with the devil. When you was in sin, you fellowship with the devil. God didn't have no part of sin. Jesus didn't have no part of sin. Jesus said, flee from me, ye worker of iniquity. Wherefore, verse 14, wherefore,
My dearly beloved,
Paul said, wherefore my what?
dearly beloved, flee from idolatry.
Free from sin. Free from all this crazy stuff. The outer gods. Don't want no part of Jesus Christ. Don't want no part of the Almighty God. And these days time, you got to put it on there.
That's it.
No, I said Almighty God.
That's right.
Some of the Chinese folks that done been persuaded by Jesus Christ, know what they say? Almighty God. It's a reason why.
That's it.
Because you got these little gods on the side. To come to what? Steal, kill, and destroy. But God came to what? Through Jesus Christ to give what? Life more abundant.
I speak as to wise men.
Paul said, I speak as to who?
Wise men.
I speak to who?
As to wise men. Judge ye what I say.
Judge ye what I what?
Say.
So in other words, Paul saying, judge me if you want to.
That's it.
Consider what I say. Take in what I say. Verse 16.
The cup of blessing which we bless.
The cup of what?
The cup of blessing which we bless.
Paul said what?
The cup of blessing which we bless.
Is
it not the communion of the blood of Christ?
Oh. Let me take over from right here. Right, better break it down. The cup of blessing which we what? Is it not the what? Communion of the blood of who?
Christ.
So at the time when you take communion, this cup that representing the blood of Christ is blessed, right? The bread which we break, is it not the what? Communion of the body of who?
Christ.
So now you understand the bread. You understand the cup. Right? They both belong to who? Christ.
Right.
The cup represents the blood. That means something red got to be in there for it to represent the blood of Christ.
Amen.
Right? Or also the body, which is the what? Bread. The bread got to represent what? The body. Verse 14, for we being what? Men are one what? Or one what?
Bread.
And one what?
Body.
One bread, one what?
Body.
So that means the bread represent what? The body.
Body.
For we are all what?
Partakers.
Paul was not talking to sinners.
Amen.
He was talking to the believers.
The believers.
Those that believe in Jesus Christ. He was talking to the church of Corinth. As I'm talking to you on today through Jesus Christ. Said one body, for we are all partakers of that one what? Bread. We are partaker of that one body. That's why it was stated in the Word of God that we present our body. We talked about this in the beginning of the message, of all the message that we've been carrying, dealing about Jesus came. We present our body with a living what? Sacrifice, holy and acceptable unto God. Who is what?
The reasonable service.
But it goes on verse 18. Behold, Israel. Behold who?
Israel.
Behold who?
Israel.
It's talking to Israel. Behold, Israel after the flesh. Israel after who?
The flesh.
Are not they which eat of the what? said, what I say I what? Then. That the what? Is anything or that which is offering and what? Sacrifice to idols is anything. But I say, Paul said, but I what?
I say
That the thing which the Gentiles sacrifice, they sacrifice to the
devils.
They sacrifice to who?
The devils.
Well, them folks over there, they taking community. I'm using it for example. Every church you go to ain't right now. Let me, I'll share a story, but I won't give a name. But every church you go to might not be of God. They might just be going into a scene like way, meaning that they preaching some of God, and then next minute they preaching what they want you to believe. But they use God to bring you in. Now, they got you in. Now it's time to take communion. Now they give you the cup. Supposed to represent the body of Christ. But it represents who?
The devils.
They give you the bread. Let me repeat that. The cup represents the blood. The bread represents the what? Body. So now they're trying to get you to do all this, but at the same time, now you done did all this. You ain't learned nothing of this church. You just come into this building for the first time and you don't know nothing of it. Now you go out the door, after everything over. Oh, I got a headache, I'm hurting. You don't pick up some spirits. You shouldn't have been there. I mean that you shouldn't have been there. Well, oh, let be the devil. Everything ain't the devil. Sometimes God comes to warn you.
That's it.
You see what I'm at with this? God comes to like, hey, you shouldn't have been there. You don't know his voice. Hey, you shouldn't have been there. But that's when you go to a place, you pay attention to every word that comes out of their mouth. You see what I'm saying?
Amen.
Be up in a church, you think it's holy, and it's of the devil. You know the devil got a church, right?
Amen.
Same time the people have a church.
Yes, they do. Yes, they do.
They have a church where they go and worship. They not only that, they done somehow tricked the government into approving them over 501c3. You see what I'm saying? So now you understand why God gave to us on last week the church word. It's a difference. The church world love it. They own. Love the things of the world. But those that really truly in God, their church will love Christ.
Amen.
Your church belongs to Christ.
That's right. That's right.
But if your church loves the devil, what the devil can give to you, them things are the devil.
That's it. That's it.
Paul said, behold, Israel, after the flesh, are not they which eat of the what? Sacrifice, partake of the altar. What say I then? That the idol is anything, or that which is offered in what? Sacrifice to idols. Is anything. But I say that the things which the Gentiles what? Sacrifice. They sacrifice to who? The devil. and not to who?
God.
And I will not that ye should have what? Fellowship with the devil. Paul said, don't have no fellowship with the devil.
Amen.
God saying on the day, I'm telling you on today, don't have no fellowship with the devil after you have heard God's word.
Amen.
Well, this my friend. Your friend with the Santana, you need to leave him alone. I'm just leaving the Santana for God help me to break it down to you more plainly. Well, that's my friend. We've been friends all our life. We grew up together. But if your friend doesn't turn to the devil, you supposed to flee. God's word said flee. It said it. Flee. Flee from the devil. Leave the devil alone. Don't play with the devil. The devil is real. The devil is a spirit. You see what I'm saying? The devil is a spirit, just like Jesus is a what? Spirit. God is a what? Spirit. So the devil will come on the order of God. Ye cannot drink the cup of the Lord. Paul said, what? Ye cannot do what?
Drink the cup of the Lord.
Paul said, ye cannot do what?
Drink the cup of the Lord.
I want you to put your mind on taking communion. And the cup of the devil. So in other words, you can't do both.
That's it.
Paul let you know you can't do both. You're going to do one or the other.
That's it.
Well, I desire to go over here and be with them. They got everything that I want for my soul. Oh, this might be the devil over here telling me I need to get myself right. No, that ain't. That's the Lord. You see how people's mind get tricked by the devil?
That's right.
The devil comes to us, steal, kill, and destroy. But over here, this over here, they doing right. But the devil is tricky.
Yes, he is.
He tricky. He will trick you. But Paul said, ye cannot drink the cup of the Lord and the cup of the devil. You only have one.
One.
Ye cannot be partaker of the Lord what?
Take.
And of the table of the devil. You can only be on one table.
That's it.
This Paul breaking it down plain. Then you know that there's going to be some churches set up that is not of God.
That's right.
You see what I'm saying?
Amen.
They going in a scene like way. They preaching the truth, but ain't living the truth. Hypocrite. Verse 22. Do we what?
Do we provoke
The Lord to what?
jealousy?
Do we want to make the Lord angry at us? Make him jealous? Or we stronger than he? So now we understand that we don't need to have no dealings with the devil. No fellowship. Well, I got time to get right. It ain't gonna hurt me to still halfway saved. It's all right for me to put this foot over him. Won't nobody know. God knows. He knows every move that we make. The devil have you fooled thinking that God don't see you. But he see every human being on this planet. But if he see everybody, why he letting these folks do what they want to do? God ain't letting these folks do what they want to do. People choose the life they want to live.
Amen. Amen.
He said, choose this day that you're going to serve. So he gave everybody the freedom. All right. Who you going to serve? The devil or God? Can't serve both.
Amen.
So, verse 23 through 33, now we're going to talk about doing all to the glory of God. Doing everything to what? The glory of God. All things are not what? Expedient. All things are lawful for me, but all things what? Edify not. All things don't edify me. You see what I'm saying? Amen. But verse 24. Let no man what? Seek his what? Own. Let no man what?
Seek his own.
His own what? Anybody can tell me? I just said it at the beginning of my topic. This topic I just gave for this session. Let no man seek his own what? Glory. Well, I did this. I did it all. But he ain't said no. I haven't said nowhere in my sentence about God, have I did everything. This is self-righteous, right? Self-glory. But, Jesus helped us, got the mind, got this. God gave us the vision to do it. You see, it's a difference. So now I'm giving honor, giving God the what? Glory.
That's right.
Well, what he had done, because I couldn't have did it without him, right?
Amen.
You can't do it without who? God. So we give all the glory to who? God. Let no man seek his own, but every man another what? Will. Whatsoever is sold in the what? Shama that eat asking no what? Question for what? Conscience what? Sake. For the earth is who?
The Lord.
The devil on the earth. One of the saints had this question asked. Who, I don't know if they remember. Somebody asked them this question. Who on the earth? And they responded, Jesus. And then the person responded back to them, the devil. So now, I can give that person this answer. Ye, 26. For the earth is who?
The Lord.
The earth is who?
The Lord.
So you can show this person that scripture, verse 26. For the earth is who?
The Lord.
And the what? and the fullness thereof. That means everything in the earth belongs to the Lord. Well, he got the devil. Everything on that great day got to go back to the Lord to be what? Judge. Whether they was good or bad. Well, it said everything belongs to the Lord. Not devilish. Things that devilish or the devil, they don't belong to the Lord. But every living creature, trees, all belong to the Lord, except for things that have been formed for devil work. You have to break scripture down, folks.
Amen.
If any of them that believe not bid you to a feast, and ye be what? Disposed to go. Whatsoever is set before you, eat it. Paul say, if you go to a feast, Paul said, if you go to a feast, you've been invited to a feast, you do what? Ask no question. Ask no what?
Question.
Paul said, ask no what?
Question.
For a conscience sake. This is what Paul said. You ask, you're going to get an answer. And they'll give you an answer. You probably clear out of there, right? You go to a restaurant, you don't ask questions, do you? You look at that. That look like it might be. That don't look like no chicken. That look like it might be a horse. But you still eat it though. But your mind saying something else, like conscious state. You see what I'm saying? Paul said, don't ask no question, but what conscious state. But if any man say unto you, this is what? In sacrifice unto what?
Idols.
Watch this. Now we done got all the laugh out, right? Because this serious. This getting serious what Paul about to say. But if any man say unto you, this is what? Offering and sacrifice unto what?
Idols.
Unto who?
Idols.
If a person, now you go into a feast and that person in the open saying, oh, we want to make a sacrifice. They go to the cup of the blood, and they go to bread. I'm just using it for example. The Lord's table and the devil's table. This is what Paul talking about, dealing with community. You got the right to divide.
That's right. That's right.
So if you ask the preacher a question before you take it, you're going to get an answer. And if you don't like your answer, and you say, oh, that don't line up with the word of God. Now you saying to yourself, I don't know what to do now. If I run out the door, it might come out. you see that's what Paul said for your but conscience sake, don't ask no question. But it goes on to say, but if any man say unto you, if they say it, you at this feast or the tabernacle or whatever church or whatever building that's supposed to be right. But if any man say unto you, this offering and sacrifice, even our house, they don't leave houses out. Because people have church and houses too. Not only churches. I'm not just pointing churches out. But you can go to your neighbor's house or whoever. That's what the Bible says. Don't desire things of your neighbor. That's right. It could be food. They eat the best. Ooh, they got all them cows on the hill. But you don't know what behind them cows. But if any man say unto you, this is offering and sacrifice unto what?
Idols.
Idols. eat not for his sake that showed it. Don't eat it. Well, my brother go to that church, they ain't gonna do nothing to me. I tell you what, I'm gonna go ahead and drink it. I'm gonna go ahead and drink it. But they just told me what it represents. You see what I'm saying? My brother go to that church, so I know. My sister go to that church, I know they ain't gonna do that, because he done did it too. Had your brother told you he done took communion for them, he might just be there to watch. See what's going on. But you may give it a take and turn it up. But they done told you what it represents. But what did God's word say? Flee from what? You work out what? Iniquity. Flee from this. Flee from this. Amen. That shown it. And for country what say? For the earth is the what?
Lord.
And the fullness thereof. Still, when God said the earth is the Lord and the fullness thereof. Even after this. But God wants you to do right. He don't want you to do wrong. Paul wrote that thing down. Verse 29. Country I say, not thy own, but all the other. For why is my what?
Liberty judge.
Of another man's country. For if by grace be a partaker, why am I evil spoken of? For that for which I give thanks. Well, the word of God told me to give thanks in all things. Yes, he told you that. But he also told you to be what? Wise. But here's the scripture talks about that. Dealing with people, what it meaning is, people say, well, it ain't gonna hurt you to eat that pork. But that person's belief is that they don't eat pork. But I'm telling this person, you can eat that pork, it ain't gonna hurt you. Don't you know I should not do that? I should just bless and went on. For if I by grace be partaker, why am I evil but spoken of for that for which I give thanks? Brother, therefore ye eat or drink or whatsoever ye do all to the glory of God. So give thanks to it. But if you eat something that is rich, what did Paul tell you? Don't have no dealing with it. If they put it in the open, now if they didn't put it in the open, don't ask. Paul said, don't ask for what? Conscience sake. Don't ask. That's it. Just go on and what? Bless it. This is what he's saying, bless it. Or bless it. Thank you, Jesus. God wants us to see things, don't he? Yes, he does. Give none what?
Offense.
Neither to the Jew, nor to the Gentile, nor to the church of what? Even as I please all men in all things, not seeking my own what?
Profit.
Paul said not seeking my own what?
Profit.
But the profit of many, that they may be saved. Not speaking of profit, something comes to existence. But profit as like in making money or something that you don't profit from. So now we understand. We understand. We understand God's word. But we're not through. I just wanted to read that. Let's go to Galatians chapter 5. Got to give you something to help that soul. That soul that's in it shall what? Die. If you let it die, it'll die. Galatians chapter 5, verse 16 through 21. When you have it, say amen.
Amen.
Galatians chapter 5, verse 16 through 21. We're talking about the work of the flesh. This I say, Paul said, this I say, then, walk in the what? Paul said, walk in the what?
Spirit.
And ye shall not what? Fulfill the what? Lust of the flesh. You see this? You won't fulfill idolatry, idol things of the devil, if you walk in what the Spirit of God.
Amen.
For the flesh lusted after the Spirit. You see this? For the flesh lusted after what? The Spirit. And the Spirit against the flesh. And these are what? Contrary the one to another. They bounce against one another. Bouncing off each other. Because the flesh don't want no dealing with what? The Spirit. The Spirit don't want no dealing with the what? Flesh. Contrary the one to the other, so that ye cannot do the things that ye would.
Amen.
Verse 18. But if ye be led of the what?
Spirit.
Ye are not under the what?
Law.
Now, the works of the flesh are what? Manifest. Which are these? Going back to what God gave to the children of Israel. Now the works of the flesh are manifest, which are these? What? Adultery, fornication,
Uncleanness, lasciviousness, idolatry, witchcraft.
Oh! I said "Oh" for a reason. Same chance. Witchcraft. Horoscopes. Well, I got to see what mine means today. Witchcraft. That determine your life. Don't have no dealing with God. You gotta let God determine your life. Who it said, I'm gonna get a Prince John, and he gonna be the best to me. You get Prince John, then Prince John beating all on him. But it said, my horoscope said, you notice you said your horoscope, you didn't say God. It's a bit different. Watch you talking to you. Watch you talking in your ears. Make sure it's of who? God. People get anybody these days. And I would thank the Lord that God didn't allow nobody to match me up with my wife. He showed me. Not only that, God showed me this. He said, that's going to be your wife. I was in church when he showed it to me. came to me more than one time. So now time have nobody ever, they might have prophesied to me, but they didn't tell me who the person was. God showed me in a dream, but he didn't show me the dream all the way. So I asked God, seek God, and say, God, who is this person? And God, I was in church, God said, that's all right there. Plain day, God's voice came over and spoke to me. We still work together. Why? Because it was God approved it, right? God approved it. Yes, you're going to have ups and downs. But you learn each other. What each other like, what each other don't like. That's a part of life. Amen. That's right. Well, they told me I was going to have a Prince John. But he won't give me everything. He a prince, but he won't give me everything. Wait a minute. You got to see who's talking to you. That's it. That's it. Well, God said he's going to give me Prince John. But John won't let me have no poodle around the house. It might not mean for you to get no poodle. You see where I'm going there with this? So what I'm saying is, whatever the man say, it's supposed to go if it's right. That's right. Not if it's wrong now. Now, if it's wrong, hey, I'm telling you, you need to pray to God, ask God to move them or save them, get them right. But at the same time, God wants us to see the difference in the flesh and the spirit. Go ahead.
Idolatry, witchcraft, hatred, variance, emulations, wrath, strife, seditions, heresies, envyings, murders, drunkenness, rebellions, and such like, of the which I tell you before, as I have also told you in time past, that they which do such things shall not inherit the kingdom of God.
Shall not do what?
Inherit the kingdom of God.
Paul said, should not inherit the kingdom of God. He wasn't the only one that said it. Jesus spoke of these things. So next, Paul tells you about this, the works of the flesh. But what do Paul go on and say? Paul say, but the fruit of the what?
Spirit.
But the fruit of the what?
Of the Spirit.
The Spirit of God. Is what?
Love.
Is what?
Love.
Is what?
Joy.
What?
Peace. Long suffering. Gentleness.
Well, I tell you what, he gave me, the horoscope told me I'm going to have John. So I tell you what I'm going to do. John wasn't the one that got something. So I tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to see if I can get the insurance out of John. I'm going to take John out. And then God will send me a good one by. Thou shalt not kill. And if you put on the fruit of the Spirit, you will have what? Love for John, joy for John, peace for John, and you will go through what? Long suffering.
Gentleness.
Well, I got to go through long suffering. I just got saved. I found out John didn't want to get saved, so I need to divorce him. That ain't really my man. Hold up, you got married to him, man. Yeah. People want to, even the church want to do this. Give people excuse. It's not no excuse. You got married to that person. This person belonged to you, whether you was in sin or out of sin. Now people, oh, you saved now, so that really ain't yours. Then now you get these crazy thoughts. You don't kill John. Thou shalt not what? Kill. Thou shalt not what? Murder. Paul made it plain over here. 21. Murder.
Yes, he did.
Don't let the devil get you drunk to murder somebody. You know, most people the murder people, they probably either be drunk or high, but they know they can't do it if they're in their right mind.
Yep.
And then some of them, what you call them folks that out in their right mind?
Mental.
Huh? Yeah, they want to say mental, but psycho. But they want to put mental on it now, where everybody can be free or won't get long time. But it's actually psycho. They ain't all there in the mind. Anytime a person kill a person, it's the devil. And they got give me the word you just said. They got that crazy mind. Psycho mean crazy. They don't need no alcohol. They don't need no stuff to get them high, because the devil already got their mind looted for them. They're allowed to kill themselves. They victims, they turn around and what? Kill themselves. Meaning they crazy in the head. These are the devil.
That's it.
But I'm just making more plain. We know they are the devil, but they crazy. Doing things they ain't got no business doing. But you go through it long, so you're trying to kill John. You've been trying to kill John. Every time you go to do it, the Lord put something in your way. And you saying, Lord, why can't get this man? The Lord said, you ask me no crazy, foolish question. I will not have you kill another human being. I will have you to do what? Love me.
Love.
What did Jesus say? Love and kindness have I what?
Draw thee.
So if you show them the love of Christ, if you truly have the love of Christ, you ain't going to try to kill John, your prince.
That's it.
You're going to try to what? Love him to Christ. Long suffering, gentleness. Be gentle to John. I know I'm using the remnants, but man do this crazy stuff too. But I'm just using the remnants for example because most of this occurred with the remnants being beat on. You know, you man get beat on too, but at the same time, most of the jobs are remnants. But what I'm saying is, go through. Go through. Let me use this for example. Somebody asked me, not calling on names, somebody asked me, said, pray for my husband. Said, pray for my husband. Said, we both been on drugs. So we signed ourselves up to a institute. But I'm staying there because I want Jesus. But pray that he left, but pray God touched him and he come. I said, this is something that somebody want to be saved. Somebody want to know Jesus. Not only they want to know Jesus, they want somebody else saved. This person just got saved. But this person also wants their spouse saved. So in other words, that person did not turn their back on their spouse, right? They're doing it with what? Love, joy, peace, long-suffering, gentleness, goodness, faith, meekness, temperance.
Against such there is no law.
Against such there is no what?
Law.
You never know what you have to go through in your everyday life for you to use it to bring into the Word of God. Things you go through be for a purpose, be for a reason. Whether it's good or bad. And they that are Christ have crucified the what, Paul?
Flesh.
If we are Christ, we have what?
Crucified the flesh.
We have crucified the what?
The flesh.
If we say we with Jesus Christ, we got to crucify what?
The flesh.
Many times Jesus crucified their flesh then. When the devil come up and say, I can give you all this. What did Jesus tell the devil? Get behind me, Satan. So he crucified that flesh. He showed us his spirit was into a fleshy body. So if his spirit was into a fleshy body, that fleshy body was to show us we can do the same as Jesus Christ.
Amen. That's right.
Live holy. Well, Jesus, that's Jesus. I can't do what he did. Well, you must don't want to get into the kingdom of God.
That's it. That's it.
What do you say, Paul? Paul says, shall not inherit the what? Kingdom of God. Meaning you can't get into the kingdom of God. And they that are Christ have crucified the what?
Flesh.
We have given our life to Christ. We crucified what?
The flesh.
Not just one time, but what? Daily.
Daily.
The enemy comes to tempt. Jesus comes to make us escape,
That's
to
it.
be free. But we have to choose what table we eat out of. You see all this come together?
That's right.
Even though you can say you still got to watch that sneaky devil. And after you get saved, you should know the ways of the devil. Because you knew what you were doing before you got saved. But the devil comes, he know how to come and get you. Because he know how to operate. I had it once before, so I can't come the same way. I got to come that way. I got to sneak attack her. I got to sneak attack him. The devil is the devil.
That's right. That's
He
right.
come to what? Steal, kill, and destroy. But Jesus said, I came to give what?
Life.
Life for what? Abundantly. And they that are Christ have crucified the flesh with the of what?
Affections and love.
If we live in the what?
Spirit.
Paul said, if we live in the what?
Spirit.
Let us also what?
Walk in the spirit.
Paul said, if we what?
Live in the spirit.
Let us walk.
Walk in the spirit.
I go to church every day. That the door's open. I just go. But I ain't gonna walk in. I'm just going to just be going. I'm going to see what I can see and be nosy. You know, you have some that come into church just to be nosy.
That's it.
But you have some that are sincere that comes to not only do what? Not only come to do what?
Still kill.
If we what? Live in the spirit. You got some that don't just come to live in the spirit, they come to what? Walk.
in the spirit.
But you got some that just come to live. I'm just going, just be going. But Paul said, if you live it, you got to walk it. You got to walk out what you hear. When I come, I'm going to the club tonight. But you don't really in to live what the word is. See what the word is. But you're going on the outside. Oh, dang. You don't know I go to church. So I ain't got to walk it out. But Paul said if you live it, you got to walk it. You got to also walk it out.
That's it.
That's the reason why I say this when I preach. I say, Lord, let me not only preach your word, but let me be a what? Doer of your word. Let me think the way you think. Let me talk the way you talk. Let me walk the way you walk. In other words, change everything about this flesh. Don't let me have no deal with this flesh. But let us not be what?
Desires.
Of vainglory. What?
Provoking one another.
And envying one another. So what I'm saying on the day, you heard the word. Paul told you, crucify the flesh. He told you what to get rid of. He told you what not to fool with. So you read out what? Excuse. Even you realize it wasn't just in the New Testament, but it was in the what?
Old Testament.
So what he said to one, he said to what?
All.
So he said it back then, Paul stated, during the time of Moses, he even took you back to Moses' time. Then he brought you over here. So what he said, what Paul's saying is, what Jesus saying to one, he's saying to all.
You see it?
Now that was for them back then. It wasn't for me now. But who spoke back then? Who you say spoke, Paul? He said Jesus.
Jesus.
So now you without excuse.
Not an excuse.
Even God said, let us make man. So we without what? Excuse. So that means tell us Jesus was there in the beginning of time. Many times Jesus stated, me and my Father are what? One. Last week we talked about it. It was another pastor of scripture that we found. He still referred back to himself as who? God. So what I'm saying today, read the scriptures and just walk them out.
Amen.
You're trying to make an excuse for your flesh.
That's it.
And the flesh like excuses. But Jesus come to make you what? Free.
Free.
He come to teach you right, to let you escape temptation. He didn't come to put temptation on you. So what I'm saying on today, read your word. Not only read your word, meditate, study your word, ask God for wisdom and knowledge. Don't just come to church just to hear the word and don't go home and do nothing about it.
That's it.
There's some more things in there. Backbiting that we didn't read in there, but it's over in another verse. But I was just naming some of them out. Backbiting, busybody, it's in scripture. Word of God talks about all these things. I couldn't cover it all today. There's so much stuff that the Bible tells us what not to do.
Amen.
You just got to get in your word and read and study. And one reference. What you see, the little other verses that they have next to your, up on your, if you got the study Bible, they have it in the middle. All the scripture, if it say R right here in the scripture, you go in and look at R, and you read all the scriptures for R, and we break down that scripture, that step. I'm trying to show you how to study. And then those that don't have study Bible and a regular Bible, up underneath the scripture, if you want to run reference, it'll have a scripture. Up underneath that scripture for you to go. It might take you to the old, it might take you back to the new. The new might take you to the old. The new might take you to the old might take you to the new. But what I'm saying is, you got to study.
Study.
The Bible will help you. God didn't put man on earth just to read the Bible, to help us out to show us what to run scripture. I ain't reading it, because people that study this, they were Baptists, they were Pentecostal, they were holiness. It was a Christian school study this. So all this might not be right. If you study and ask God for wisdom and knowledge, God will help you. Because they ran the record for you to help you out. The scripture is still the scripture. The scriptures ain't going to change for no man. They just showing you where to go and get the scripture. You see what I'm saying? So study. Study the word. Don't just go home and read. Let me just do this. Let me break it down more plain. Don't just go home and say, chapter 25, and Samuel died, and all the Israelites were gathered together, and then you get to him. Oh, ain't no scripture there, so I ain't got to. See, this ain't even no study Bible. And the scripture's right down the middle of the page. So I'm just reading because I ain't found no scripture. So now, oh, okay, it was a C there. So now I got to go and C right down the middle. And I said, okay, C want me to go to Genesis 21 and 21. So from 1 Samuel, chapter 25, verse 1, want to take me to Genesis 21 and 21. Now, I only want to take me to Genesis 21 and 21, but Numbers 10 and 12, and Numbers 13 and 3. You see what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So you have to study. You still have to study. Don't take the scripture out of context just to please your flesh, but to please your what? Spirit. Getting the understanding of God's word. I'm just showing you how to study. Good study tips. So before I got to study Bible, that's how I learned how to study, was a regular Bible. I said, oh, why these scriptures right here? And that's how I learned. From there, you run reference to see, okay, now I know about this here. Now, that's what that scripture's saying. Now I understand it better. Sometimes I don't understand scriptures if I don't want to reference. Sometimes I don't understand scripture if I don't go get a dictionary and look up the word. You have to read even the words. Get the definition to the word. If you don't understand a key word, for example, I don't know why God takes me this way, but somebody need to learn how to study. Some people just read just to read. I'm helping somebody out there too. I'm going to show you something. I go by keywords, and I never always been there to learn about keywords. But as you go in God's word, you'll start finding key things. Even it'll help you in your natural school. Keywords will help you. And I go by keyword because that's how God have taught me through the word. So if I'm in school, I say, oh, okay, that's a key word. So I'm going to show you a key word, but it might be to me, might not be to you. Exodus chapter 20, I'm going to go back to it since we were there, and I'm going to show you a key word. I would have never knew if I wasn't study, but let me show you something. Thou shalt not bear false witness against thou what neighbor. So in this, I got 3 key words. Bear false witness. Them were my key words. So should I look all 3 of them words up? If you want to, you can. But my main key word to look up was false. So now I need to understand false. Because if I understand false, I will understand bear false witness against my neighbor. Now we know, for some people that don't know neighbor, what a neighbor is. If you don't know what a neighbor is, you will live. It don't make you dumb and stupid because you don't know. You might not have been the person that come in a lot. Ain't nothing wrong with that. That reason me, I use pictures for something to help me to communicate. But neighbor, okay, a neighbor is my next door neighbor, a person that I can go and come friends with and introduce myself, next door neighbor. A house next to my house. Or she's my neighbor. We bring them side by side. It don't mean you have to be a house next to another house and be a neighbor, but neighbor can be the person that's sitting next to you. So I'm teaching people how to study their Bible. Those that have study Bibles, those that don't have study Bible. Because in study Bible, some of that stuff at the bottom of the study Bible, I don't read. If it don't stick out to me, or most times they have the big words, so I leave it alone. But what I'm saying is, if it's dealing with history, if it's some history stuff in the bottom of notes, I love history. So that's what gets my attention. So now I go and study the history. They'll take me back to ancient times. So they'll take you back to scriptures that dealing with the ancient. They'll let you know that this was during ancient times. If you're in the New Testament, it'll take you back, say, in the Old Testament, they'll say, during that ancient time. So now, if we're referring back, now, with me and us, we'll say all of it during the ancient time. You see what I'm saying? But during Jesus' time, Paul and them all time, they refer back to the ancient time for them. For us, it's the ancient time for all. So it teaches you how to study your word. Amen. Everybody don't know how to study, so God allow me just to give that to them. How to study, it will help you. You will get more interested in it than just reading. Some people, let me show you what some people do. Oh, I'm through reading. I don't read. I'm going to tell you, I'm going to be honest with you. Them folks that read a book just like that, some of them just memorize it. They have not studied. You go and get them to do something with that, they won't be able to tell you because they just memorize it. You see what I'm saying? They memorize it just for the text. But it's good to study. Because you never know what you need down the line. Well, I might use this, I might not use this. So I'm just going to memorize, just take the text. But in your memorizing, make sure you get some key things out of it. That way it'll help you later on down the line. Well, I thought I wasn't going to need it. Now you're going to pay all that money in school. Now you done lost your information. You done gave all your books away. Now what you got to go back to because you did not study, you just memorized. So in other words, same way you do God's word, you do what you do on the outside. You study. You look for key words. Whether it be a cat, a dog in the sense. A cat and dog get my attention because I don't like them. So what I'm saying is, whatever key, the key word, it will get your attention. I didn't say I hate cats and dogs. I didn't like them. I just don't like them. I'm just being real. Because this is how I think. I love to cook. So first thing comes to my mind is, if I'm cooking for somebody, first thing comes the way I think. First thing is, you know what they're going to say, hair. If I don't like hair, cat hair, dog hair in my food, well, I'm going to serve somebody something, even though I might be clean and have animals, but nobody else ain't going to be thinking it, because they're going to be thinking what I'm thinking. You see what I'm saying? So this is how I look at it. I'm going to treat somebody the way I want to be treated. Because most times when people, I'm going to be real with you, sometimes when people be bringing dinners, I don't on 10 sometimes. Because they tell me they fool with animals. Like Paul said, for country's sake.
That's right.
Don't ask. I'm saying don't look. Because if you look or you hear, oh, they talk about casting dogs all the time. Oh, no. No. I'm being real, bitch. I'm being honest.
That's right.
So, this ain't just natural people that have dogs and stuff. But I done went to a restaurant, ate at a restaurant. My cousin worked at the restaurant, and I ate a burger. And I thought it was tomato coming out my mouth. But when I pulled it out, it was red hair. So you know what happened? They said, we'll fix it for you. Even my cousin said, we'll fix it for you. I wasn't even worried about my money. I don't want it. Because that did it for me. So I'm being real with you. I'm being real with you. I don't eat for a reason. It makes me sick. And if you see me sick, it might make somebody else sick.
That's right.
Why am I going to mess up somebody else's stomach from enjoying a good meal? Meal might have been good. But because animals, some people, this ain't just me, some people tell you, they the same way. They will not eat if they hear that person come in. You see what I'm at with this? So you have to be careful. That don't mean somebody, if a person got a dog, don't mean they nasty.
That's right.
Not saying that. Because you have some that real, I'm going to be honest with you. I done had some people that got animals, and they clean. They clean. But you can about know who. You see what I'm at with this?
That's right.
No, you will feel it. But I'm just telling you how I think. Somebody else might think the same way I think. And so if we got different, you got animals, people's first thing attention is, I'm not eating. My attention is, if I go to somebody's house, I can feel it before we get there. I say, if they got a dog. Co-pastor will tell you I answer that. Have you checked and make sure they got a dog? Let me tell you, I'm giving you a story. I was in somebody's house one time, and I was just sitting. And when I was sitting, I said, Lord, I hope this dog don't jump on me. And they had the little dog in a cage. I said, I hope this dog don't jump on me. And the dog got out the cage somehow. And the dog came straight for me. You want me to show you something? My mindset said, I hope it don't jump on me. My mind never said, Lord, don't let these dogs jump on me. But my mindset was, I hope it don't jump on me. So it's a bit different. But that dog jumped on me, I said, oh, it's time to go. I'm showing you, people have, it's not only with me, but people have different things that they don't like. And that's why Paul said, for what? Conscience. It better not the word ask. But if they tell you, that's a different story. Still for conscience sake. But God, now I do love animals. I think they pretty. If you keep them clean, now we got a dog. I'm going to tell you, I had fear of dogs. And still today, kind of still have fear. But not just a lot of fear, but we have got a dog to get used to. And it was a playful dog. She liked to play all the time. So I'm using it for example. So we had a dog. She was a puppy. But as she got bigger, I'm 6'4", big, and she just stands up. So it makes her the same height as me. So what I'm saying is, I don't play for dogs licking in my face, kissing on me, licking my shoes. That's nasty. And then you have, what I'm saying here, I'm teaching you some things because if God wanted it, He will let you have it. But I don't do it. I didn't say nobody else can do it. If that's your desire, you want to, oh, you so cute. That's yours. I'm not telling you that. But this me, I'm breaking down my life, how things are, reason why certain places I don't go. Certain things I don't do. That don't make me better than you. That don't make you better than me. You love dogs, you just love dogs. He told Adam to what? Take care of the animals then. Mm-hmm. But you know why I tell everybody else? That one gift he didn't give to me. Taking care of the animals. Now I will feed them like I done fed birds. If cats, dogs out here in the yard, it don't stop me from feeding, but they ain't meant to kiss on me. They ain't meant to lick on me. It's just, I just don't like it. I consider being nasty. If God wanted a human to kiss into a dog mouth, He would have made where a woman can give with a dog, a man can give with a dog, but He didn't make it like that. He said, after your what? Kind. I just disagree with that. With that kissing all in the mouth and all that. That's nasty. You can love your dog when doing all that. But God wants us to be wise.
That's right. That's right.
Because sometimes we wonder how we get certain things. Then, you know what people say? Oh, the dog lit the, what's that story in the Bible where the dog lit the stove? Read. Understand. Right yourself. It goes back to study.